Good evening in this Godlike Friday TGIF, everybody. It's great to be here. It's great to see everybody in the chat and on the panel. So much has happened this week to me in the workplace. So it's been a whirlwind. I was talking with Matt backstage. I think it went by just instantly. I felt like it was Monday and then it was Friday, just that quick because I was just so busy with work. But it's great to see everybody here coming in. Marcos, how you doing, man? Great to see you this evening.
Dude, honestly, I didn't really think about it until you just said that. But yeah, dude, this week literally went from like Monday to Friday. Like I was like, I remember I looked up yesterday. I'm like, it's Thursday. What the hell just happened? Here, glad to be here. I know Matt's got some good stuff to talk about and other stuff in the community. I wasn't too tuned in on Facebook this week just because like I was busy too. That's another thing. Yeah. So I'm glad. I know I'm going to see some stuff tonight that I didn't see all week, which is rare, but let's do it, man.
Yeah, awesome, man. I'm glad you're here. And I think I've mentioned this before, but if you don't know, Marcos literally sometimes shoots from work, jumps in the shower, turns around and gets on stream sometimes because he's working late and he starts early and finishes late. So Marcos, thanks for doing that.
Gotta pay these statues somehow, right? Fucking
That's the only way to do it, man. Like work overtime.
I'm young too, man. I gotta get this money first, man. Shit.
Yeah, I heard that. It's great to see everybody here. Shredder Noah's Ark. Noah, great to see you, man. I see an empty spot behind you. Man, I know you're gearing up.
Mm-hmm.
So how you doing, Noah? Great to see you.
Doing good, man. Yeah, glad to be here. Also, it was a very fast but busy week. So I'm really glad to be here and hang out for a little bit. So, yeah, man, I got to figure out what to do with that empty space. I don't really have a plan yet, so I gotta start shopping around. So,
I think we can help you with that, Noah. I think we can help you with that.
We can figure it out.
I'm sure by the end of the day, Sunday, it'll be filled.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We'll figure out something, especially that Sunday. Man, those Sundays are brutal with us. So,
if we really think about it, it's gonna be Noah that does it to himself. He's like, oh yeah, I've been looking at this piece for a while. You know, this one-to-one bust out of nowhere. You know, Sume. You know, Saitama. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, out there.
There's some big ones coming up. I know Noah has his eye on a few different pieces.
A lot of pieces, too many pieces. Yeah.
I mean, when you lay them all out, I think you said it last week, Noah, because I was rewatching our podcast as I was going to work, and you had mentioned that every piece of year one is like $2,000 an hour. And you know, it's so true though now, right? It's like every piece that we look at is literally like that price point, but it is what it is. You know, we've done this for so long. Our level of collecting goes up a little bit, and we just keep looking at stronger pieces. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
And of course, joining us from the Rose Gallery and straight out of Megacon, Mr. Matt Martin. Great to see you, Matt. How are you? How was Megacon?
Megacon was awesome, of course, but yeah, just like you, we were talking about it, how this week flew by. Monday and Tuesday, I was just exhausted. Like physically, I wasn't sick or anything, so I didn't get con crud. Right. It was just, I was just physically exhausted. Like I'd been working like with Marcos all week from sun up to sundown, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. And I'm just like, man, by Wednesday I got back into my normal energy, my normal flow. So
Wow. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that more in depth, Matt, because I saw some of the pictures, my buddy Chris over at the Batman Statue Collectors channel, and I was blown away. Man, you were so happy meeting Del Otto. That was super cool. But we'll go over that in a minute. We got a lot to talk about. And Mr. Kiefer, good evening, sir. How are you? And thanks for being here this evening.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me as usual. It's good to see you guys on a Friday night. This is good therapy. Yeah, man, I need it after this week. And then I got notification just about an hour or so ago that my J&D Superman Clark Kent combo will be shipping next week.
Wait, you got that piece? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you?
No, Alan.
Okay.
What the hell, dude? What a piece though, shit.
Actually, I bit the bullet last weekend. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that it's shipping next week from Todd.
That'll be cool.
Wow. Well, Al, I think you and I talked about it on the phone as we were doing statue therapy as I was driving home that day, and I'll say it again, is that is probably J&D's best piece.
Yeah.
Easily. Man, they have done an incredible job with those. And I also got to say that I'm so glad that you got the double pack. I know you're on the fence, kind of like, well, maybe I'll just go with Superman, but you got them both. And with Clark Kent, I think those pieces are just fantastic. So it's a great pickup.
I originally was just going to get the Superman, but Todd convinced me otherwise. So,
well, as a former J&D hater, that is actually one of the best pieces they've done so far.
Yes.
I remember the prototype got a lot of flack, and it should have. It wasn't a great portrait, I think, but they improved it so much that when they got to the in-hand photos, like it looks exactly like Little Fucker. So, yeah, and rest in peace to him too, because he went too soon.
Yeah, let me address the chat because we have a lot of people coming in right now. I just want to say hello to everybody. My main man, great to see you, Battle Cat. Love it when you're here, man. Dinesh, great to see you. Thanks for being here. My man Terry, great to see you. And you know what? This is going to be a contender for the Alan Kiefer Award this year. Mr. Popo, man, this guy has an incredible setup, man. Great to see you, man.
Yep.
Omnibus, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Ryan, how you doing, man? Great to see you. And Mr. Kennedy, great to see you. Oh, Mr. Edmonton, great to see you. Another veteran collector. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, by the way. Yes, great. That's a great bring. Great to see everybody. And another godlike collector. You like Spider-Man? This guy right here.
Great
collection. The Master Chef will show you what to do. He's got some fantastic setups, man. Great to see you. Grifter, great to see you. Everybody's still coming in. You cannot have a show unless Mr. Kramer is here. Great to see you, Lane. Great to see everybody here. And the main man, great to see you. LMS Cypher, thank you for being here. Everybody's still coming in. And you know what, Ryan? You're right. I mean, this guy, like, he's a machine. He's like, he travels through time to save the world, you know. Mr. Alan Kiefer, of course, everyone. But yes, I mean, the man is, he's got an incredible collection. I agree with you. Cutie Patootie, good evening. How are you? Thank you for being here. Madam Korea, it's going to be a Godlike Friday, I promise you. We're going to talk about everything and the community. I'm so glad to see everybody here. Oh, what? Alan, you too?
Uh-oh.
yes.
Okay, so let's just take a pause for a second. Is it just me or Jamie is spitting these pieces out pretty quick?
They always do. I'll give them that. Even when I was a former J&D hater, they always got it out on time. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were never late on their pieces, you know. But
That's awesome. And Ross, thank you for being here, and you and your whole family watching, you know, from Sydney, Australia, Saturday, and join us. Man, thank you so very much for joining us. I'll do my best, I promise. We have a lot coming to the channel. I was talking to everyone backstage. We will have our special guests move to next week. And I do have a small unboxing tonight that I am literally itching to open, but we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. And also with Marcos tomorrow, we're going to be unboxing the fan art Man Bat, and this is going to be an incredible statue. I cannot wait to see that. It's going to be awesome. Man, I'm looking forward to that. Malcolm, oh, maybe. Yes, totally.
He probably got united already by the Queen, you know, in his past MI6 life, you know, like you know, like he's probably done it before.
It is. Well, I mean, we all know Alan's a secret agent for the government. We just don't know.
I told you guys before, like the 007 movies and MI6 movies are literally based off real life events from Alan Kiefer. Like those are, you know, he stopped a lot of war events from.
It would be the perfect cover to come out and say, "Hey,
yeah,
it would be the perfect cover."
Yeah, I'm just a dumb statue collecting guy, you know, blah blah blah. But secretly, you know, I can take out anybody with a pistol, you know. Or,
I got a better one. This makes it better. I used to be a bonsai tree guy.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, Mr.
Sure
Miyagi. All right, Mr. Miyagi, take it easy over there, Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, well, enough hacking on Alan, but we enjoy it. I do have a question for the panel and for the chat. I'd like to bring it up to you guys. And you know what? I always say there is no such thing, but I think there is one for me personally now. Because the more I look at it, the more it stays in that, it just embedded in time for me to where I'd never want to let this go. But what is your forever piece in your collection? Is there something that you just can never let go, or is everything on the block? This may not be for everyone because there may be something that, you know what, I would let that go. I really would. So, Mr. Kiefer, I'll start with you. Is there one that maybe that is on the chopping block, or you would say you would let go?
I think the Alita life-size bust might be one of the last pieces to go.
Okay.
And other than that, the Prime One Zod apostle form, and that one only because it's such a pain in the butt to box back up again.
Yeah,
you need like 4 people. You need like 4 guys to do it. So that'll be the last one for sure.
And Alan, am I correct that you did not have the hydraulic lift when you put that in?
Did not. But what I did do was I set up a table the same height as the shelf, so that when we assembled it, we didn't assemble it in the cabinet. We assembled it on that table, and then slid it into position.
Crazy.
Wow. Well, you thought ahead, and you thought the best way to do that. So, yeah, I mean, you can't if you don't. If maybe new collectors don't know how big that piece is, but that piece behind you is ridiculously big. Like, it's just massive. I've seen like unboxing videos for it, and it just towers over collectors. It's so big. So,
You have to approach these with a Egyptian mindset.
yeah, that makes sense.
So aliens came down to help you.
Exactly.
Yeah, aliens came down. Okay, cool.
That sounds like secret agent talk. Just kidding.
Exactly. You time traveled. He time traveled in the past. Got some Egyptian aliens.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I was instrumental in building the pyramids.
I knew it.
The Sphinx is actually based on Alan's face, like a young Alan Kiefer face. That's what the Sphinx looks like. So.
I've watched documentary after documentary about the building of the pyramids, and I finally know the answer. So
I knew it, man. We figured it out. Okay, Mr. Marcos, do you have a forever piece, or is anything up for grabs when you think about the way your collection is moving? I mean, what is your thoughts on that?
So it's pretty crazy because you guys know Deadpool is like my guy. And all the pieces I have from him, like they would be on the chopping block for sure. I thought about it for the first time. Like, oh shit, like these pieces would probably go for sure. The 2 I have at hand as of now would be Nightwing Prime 1, my favorite character DC of all time. And then the piece that got me into this is the Jimmy Palace Akainu piece with that big light up that goes round and round. Obviously, it's amazing. It's the reason why I started collecting. So that's why that would go. And the 2 pieces that are coming in that I know are going to be amazing is Sume Palace Blackbeard, and then Sume Palace Luffy Bus. Like those 2 definitely are never going to go. I know they're going to be amazing. Blackbeard, you guys know my feelings about Blackbeard. It's still not in, gosh darn it. But it will be in one day. And I can't wait till it comes in, but it's not here yet. But that piece, I cannot wait for that piece to come in. I've seen it. I've seen very limited in-hand pictures. I'm trying to limit myself because I want the more excitement when I see it in person. But the things I've seen of it obviously look amazing. And I know no one knows that Luffy bus as well. It's like the whole concept of it is just out of this world. It's so perfect for one piece. So those are the 4 pieces I would say that would never go once I have them in.
Marcos, that Luffy bust is literally a work of art. When you get that in your collection, that's going to be a centerpiece. And coming from someone that doesn't know One Piece, someone that doesn't collect a whole lot of anime pieces, seeing that come together was just an incredible piece.
When that came up for pre-order, that was like the Guts J&D. It was gone by the weekend. like gone by the weekend. I remember I was watching. I know there's some retailers that maybe had it later, like not much though. I got it. I put it like this. I got it from Comic Concepts. My first piece I ordered from, or second piece I ordered from him, and it right when I did the order, it was out of stock from the pre-orders on his site, and then Todd, like I think maybe a week, not even a week later, it was like maybe a couple hours later, it was gone from his, and obviously Sume, the website, it was gone too. So that piece reminded me a lot of that J&D Guts piece. Like that thing was gone. Same with the Superman Prime 1/4 Hush. Those things were gone by the weekend. That doesn't happen, like these days. And that gives you a lot of confidence when you purchase it. You're like, well, shit, if I did have to get rid of it, I know I can get rid of it if people want it. So, yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man. Congrats on those pieces. And I've seen I'm highlighting everybody's questions. I'm going to come back to everybody because everybody's posting, so I definitely want to do that. Mr. Matt Martin, listen, you have some of the most epic pieces that I've seen, not just statue-wise, art-wise too.
Yeah.
You have a lot of great pieces. So do you have a forever piece in your collection that it's never leaving?
I'd say there's two statue-wise. I would say the Bale bust. It's, my wife loves it too. That's her favorite statue. She says that's my favorite one, because that's her Batman too.
Yeah.
So the Bale bust, and then the OG, which I bought from Jim Mint because I wasn't in the game when it came out, but the 1/3 Deathstroke, I'll always, because I don't see them making another 1/3 to begin with, but then it's just the classic Tony Daniels pose, cover quality. I'll never get rid of that one. You know what I'm saying? Type thing like that. But all others, I think, with respect, are all up for grabs, I would say.
Okay.
One day.
Well, Matt,
Awesome.
you just threw a gallon of gasoline on Jimmy's fire when you mentioned the Bale bust.
Yeah, it's that good. Even my wife, she loves Christian Bale as Batman. She says it's too creepy that it's that real. You know what I'm saying? It's just too creepy that it's that real, type thing. But that Bale bust is good. If we move, I'll take it with me. I mean, I'll box it up. I mean, type thing like that. But
Man, Matt, you sent me video, you sent me pictures, and I can tell you right now, I have two pieces in my cart, or 1.5, because I'm trying to hound down the other, and that's literally like another $8,000 or so. But you know what? I really want the Infinity Bus, and I will make it happen here eventually.
Oh yeah, I think with respect to all of us, once we get our mindset, hey, I want something. It's just waiting to the number one, the right opportunity.
Sure.
But who has it? Where can I get it? And then knowing, okay, I can get it from so and so, and then just with respect, pulling the trigger. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Noah, you have made a lot of changes. You remind me of myself like a few years ago when my room was full of everything, of X-Men and everything else. And then I turned to nothing. Then I collected like nothing but Iron Man. And then I sold most of those to make room for what I have now. So do you have a forever piece maybe?
Yeah, I used to think that I would have those, but I have sold off a lot of pieces I never thought I would get rid of. But I think for now, considering what I have, I would have to say that the Berserker Armor Rage edition would probably be to me that's still my favorite overall representation of Guts. So I think I would go with that one overall. Okay. So yeah, because I've had a lot of other Berserk pieces and a lot of other Batman pieces too that I've sold off and kind of tapered it down to what I have now. But I think overall that'd be the one I would keep.
Okay.
You love that piece. Yeah.
It's good, man. It's really good. Yeah.
It's really, and it's always on sale with Sideshow. It's crazy. It's such a good piece.
They just made too many of them. They
sure.
shouldn't have done like a standard edition and a deluxe edition, and then they did like 600 of each of the DX versions.
That's when the statues were selling though. That's why. It's like, remember Predator, the Prime 1 Predator came out before. That was like right before COVID, and then when COVID happened, no one bought. So they made like 1,000 of those damn statues overall, and they just can't get rid of that $3,200 piece. It's just crazy. Mm-hmm. And then Jimmy got it for like $2,100 all in, basically. Little bastard.
It was I paid $2,800 plus, and that was with shipping and everything together. So it was just great. It was great. But I still have faith. Prime was going to give me free Predator
Jimmy,
Skull.
it ain't happening.
My my next purchase. But anyway, so I guess it's no surprise what my forever piece will be, but I will probably never let go of my RDJ bus that I've gotten in. When you walk in here and everything is turned off except the Maji cases, it has a presence in here. It really does. I love it. It was long awaited. I could not wait to get it in. I even watch the replay of the video every now and then of us unboxing it. Just I really love it. I do. Great piece of my collection that probably will never leave. Everything else, I don't know, it'd be a little hard to let go of Mark One, but that has to be the number one piece easily. Is the one that I'm pretty happy with the one I have right now. So I don't see myself doing anything. But I got to make room because more pieces are coming, and we'll talk more about that this evening. But I did want to address the chat because we have a few questions. I make sure I try to highlight all of them as we went. And Lane, I'm going to talk about this more in just a minute. I saw your question. I have this on deck, and we'll talk about the Sauron bust here in a minute, and we'll talk about the pricing because I have that on deck for us. So we'll go over that in just a minute. What's ordered to Sume Berserk Diamond? Oh wow!
Ooh, cool.
It's a great
Wow!
Damn, Mr. Pro, you have dedicated everything, man. Dedicated
Man,
collection in general. Shit.
I mean, it's not even how he displays it. He's got just the pieces he has in general.
And he displays it well too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of both, and he's going to be a really heavy hitter for the Allen Kiefer Award this year, as we're going, worldwide for the award for this year. No one will be left out. I think me and Alan talked about that privately, and we really want to make it for everyone this time around. So what does that mean? The level competition goes up. It's going to be really hard to win this next one. So let me see here. Where we go? Yeah, I mean that. We'll talk more about that story here in just a minute. It's going to be a great piece. Let's figure out, man.
It's a good piece. That's the background.
He's got Dinesh's got some great pieces too, man.
He's a big anime guy, a really big anime guy. So.
Last one for me is Gilman versus Chaos Space Marine. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah, we all have those pieces that just really speak to us in our collection and stuff that we just don't ever want to let go. And I totally understand that. I really do. There's just so many that we look at, especially us. We look at them on a weekly basis. We're always going through things and changing and moving. Maybe not all of us, but I sure as hell do.
Yeah.
I sure as hell look at different things, but we got a lot of topics today, but I did want to start with Matt because Matt was just at Megacon, and man, some of those pictures, Matt, and I saw a video too of you with Del Auto and signing your cowl. First of all, how was Megacon? And talk a little bit about this. There's a certain piece that you got that really caught my eye, and talk a little bit about those if you don't mind.
Okay. Awesome. So Megacon. It's better than New York and San Diego at this point. At this point, and Eric in the group, he goes to New York every year because he lives in New York. He even said, this is better than New York. I mean, it's that. So the first day is a Thursday, which if you're going to Megacon, I highly recommend you go Thursday because it only gets more packed and packed. So me and Dan were together, and we were like, we knew we had to go to Gelato first. That was our kind of beeline to get in his line, Sure. So we did that, and then that was at 1:30. Well, they said he wasn't going to start signing till 4:30. So, but hop in line. We were like the second in line. This other guy was ahead of us, so no biggie. So we got a seat, and Dan was running around, getting other stuff. But Delato was at his booth, and you could see his original art. You could purchase. So I bought Delato original, and but then we finally got to him, and he doesn't speak a lot of English. So this is his first time to the States since 2005. So he doesn't speak a lot of English, but it was it was good to see that, he's one of my favorite artists, but it was good to see that he was very appreciative of like what I don't think in his head, I mean, he probably hears it all the time. You're big over in America. But he was so appreciative all weekend of just signing, everybody's stuff. And I don't think he knew how big he is, because he goes to cons over in Europe and all the time, but not America. So it was good to see that he was very humble and very just appreciative of everybody waiting in line, because that line, I mean, it just kept getting longer and longer each day, type thing like that. So, and he signed the cow, and along with Todd McFarlane and a bunch of other, my favorite artists. But one artist I set up a pre-commission with was Fede Melee. He's a European artist, and he paints. I mean, doesn't do the digital stuff and all that. Now, the only thing I told him was I want Batman on his parents' grave. I said either in the snow or, when it's raining. And this is the original.
Whoa.
So you can see, and he said this will be a cover. He said it got approved to be a cover.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but you can kind of, I mean, you can just, when you see it, you can see the detail and everything.
Now, Matt, is this the original piece of art or a?
Yeah, this is the original. Yeah.
Woo.
So I'm going down to Hobby Lobby this weekend to get some frame, to do the framing.
Oh my God, I'd keep that in a vault.
Well, I do got a vault. But I can figure it out for you guys. But you can see if I'll kind of get it, the brush strokes and just everything.
Beautiful.
Wow. When I saw that, Matt, I couldn't wait to talk to you about it, and what a great pickup for your collection. And you got some great pieces, my friend, but that one right there is just really a showstopper. It really is. Oops.
Yeah. So that's going to be a cover. Then another piece of art I pre-commissioned was with Perillo.
Okay.
Perillo, I told him, I said, I like the long jaw Joker, and I've got it right here. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Let me get it. Because again, I got to go down to the. I've got to go down to the Hobby Lobby. Oh, let's see. I've got this one. But this is on the canvas. He does all his paint work on canvas. So, but you can, and this is going to be a cover as well.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
This is also an original.
Yes, this is original.
Okay, quick question. Does Chris Michaels know you have these?
Oh yeah.
He still talks to you?
Yeah. He actually got on their commission list too, but you can.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, those are beautiful.
It looks like a real like a real person, like with comic. Man, it looks so awesome.
Him and his wife Carla Cohen are like realistic.
Okay.
He does now. I'll send you pics. He did a kick butt Predator without the mask, with the real jaw open. He did painted.
Wow.
I'll send you pictures. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you pictures.
Wow.
But you know what I thought, because I started talking to him, and I said, "Hey, I love your Predator." He goes, "Oh yeah, well I love aliens too." And I was like, "Oh, we might have to do an Alien Ripley commission or something like that." Can you imagine Ripley in maybe just in the background, like in the statue, but then maybe in the background the shadows coming, the xenomorph or something like that, But yeah,
that would be amazing.
What
a great pickup, Matt.
Congrats,
awesome.
man.
Thank you, brothers.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, okay, so it was Saturday evening, and I got a message from Matt, and he sends me a message. Hey, man, check this out. So you could see like in his room and some pictures, but we'll go over in just a minute. And I was like, Matt, these are amazing. Congratulations. And he says, no, these are for you. and I had to stop what I was doing. I was like, "What?" I said, "He goes, yeah, these are for you as a gift." So we're gonna open them right now. We're gonna open them.
Cool.
And here's the Delato original art.
Oh wait, hang on, wait. Let me bring this up real quick.
So the Delato original art.
Oh wow,
Nice.
man, that
awesome.
it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a art focused Megacon, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds very expensive, Matt, but it sounds like you had a great time.
I love seeing people spend their money. You know.
Oh man, yeah.
You always love. To
If
see
you go there, Marcos, you can spend money easy. Put it that way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is
Well,
there big
like I
anime
said-
there at Megacon? I know.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of
it's a lot of anime. A lot of anime.
that happens now. I heard.
Well, like I said, it was Saturday evening, and I got a message from Matt and saying that, hey, look at this art that I have, and I thought they were his, but what he had said was they were for you, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? And I was just blown away by that just kind gesture, Matt. So thank you very much for this.
Yep.
When I saw it, my mouth hit the ground. I just couldn't believe it. And we're going to open them right now. We're going to see what's inside. And I got to see them already from the camera, but I haven't seen them in person. So I really want to.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was at that point. I was laying in my hotel bed with my knees hurting in pain, trying to pass out. yeah, from being on the concrete all day.
Oh, man. All right. So let me get this open here. And Matt planned it out perfectly to get it to me for Friday. And sure enough, they're here. And what do we have here? All right, let's take a look here. Man, are you serious? What's going on here?
Got some good stuff in there, brother.
Let's see that. Wow. It's the Predator. This is Delato, looks like.
Yeah, that's Delato. Yeah.
Wow.
That looks like just like that
Crazy.
statue Primon did, right? That
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like it. That's what I thought. I was like, man, that
Wow.
got the same pose as the statue.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yes, man. Thank you so much. Man. Oh, look at that. Here's the alien statues.
Yeah, that's from an artist, Bjorn Behrens. He's a European artist as well, but he does realistic, type thing.
Wow. The alien looks amazing on this.
Yeah, he does like the realistic kind of artwork. So yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's awesome. I have plans for all these, so it's really cool. This is 1 of 25. 1 of 25, this one. Oh, you get the one here quick. And another one here. Like the same artist. Look at
Yeah,
the
same artist. Yeah,
No,
Wow.
look at that.
That's awesome.
yeah, I like that. I love that one. I was like, oh, I gotta get that one.
Wow.
type thing. Yeah.
That's super cool. Wow,
That
look
is
at that. Amazing, man. Okay, so hang on here, Alan. Because when he showed me this, I just couldn't believe it. Because it literally goes with a piece that I'm picking up, and it just blew my mind. So it's Delato.
Oh, so
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Man.
This goes with the dog alien for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, Matt. Thanks for thinking of me.
Oh, yeah,
and,
no problem.
sending
Bro.
me these pieces. What an incredible gesture. Thank you so very much.
Oh yeah, no problem. I know with respect, I know you can, organize it or something near the Predator or the upcoming alien statues and stuff like
Right.
that. So I was like, oh, he would really like that to kind of accent, because I try to let the artwork accent, if you can, the statues and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is This is a great piece. When you showed me that, in a message, I just couldn't believe it. So again, thank you for
Yeah, no
that.
problem.
Really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it is. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's love. It's love.
Yeah, great to see you, JWR. Emmanuel, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I mean, when you see these in person, it's just really mind blowing how great they are. But again, thank you, Matt. Thank you very
Oh
much.
yeah, no problem, brother.
So a lot's happened in the community, and I'm going to bring this up because Alan needs to get his wallet ready, and Lane's been
Uh-oh.
talking about it too. We're going to talk a little bit about this. It's always when you see some of these pieces, and you start thinking about, man, do I really need that one, or do I not need that one? Well, let me see what the price is going to be, right? Let me see what it's going to cost me. Let me bring this up here real quick. Wow. Oh, yeah, I only got like 50 tabs. Let's see if I find the right one. You're kidding, Jimmy. Everyone but that one. All right. Let me see. Oh, hi. Hey, here we go. All right. Let me bring this up here real quick. All right. Excuse me, gentlemen. All right. Here we go. So this was announced this week. I know Lane was asking about this too. So, and like we have a few experts here on this particular matter. What I mean by that is that they actually owned the 1/4 scale statue version of this, and this is going to be the bonus version. We'll talk a little bit about that. What you get with it. It's going to be $18.99 for this one, along with it being a 600 edition size. And what do you get as the bonus version? So you get this swappable weapon. So it's a sword. For me, I'd have to have that mace in his hand. It looks more menacing to me, to be honest. But it's still cool. You get an extra part. I do really love it. I'll give you my 2 cents before I let everybody go. But the edition size and the extra swap out, the light up feature is just awesome on this. I love it. I love all the weapons like laying everywhere. And this looks like, if I'm not mistaken, part of the castle right here with the eye right in the middle here, which really gives it a fantastic museum look. The cape does look mixed media to me.
Yep.
This is a piece that I'll just say, if you own the 1/4 scale and you're happy with that one, I think you'll be fine. But if you don't own that one and you're going to more 1/3 scale, you're trying to make him larger than others maybe in your collection, because I could see that happening, people doing that. I think this is the way to go. I think it's fantastic. I do. I do love this pose better. Now, I didn't have that Captain Morgan, pose, whatever. I think this is more museum looking, and I think it's awesome. I think it's a great piece. Okay, so Marcos, I'll start with you. I mean, what is your thoughts on this? First of all, the price, and then also, what is your thoughts on what you get for this piece?
So I think someone said in the comments of that post, I think on some forum on Facebook, was like, they basically said, man, this piece, like, everything looks at great price compared to those Final Fantasy pieces from Prime 1. So, like, those 1/4 $2,500 pieces, like, this looks like a steal now, obviously at $1,900 plus shipping. It's a huge, it's like not a super wide piece, but it's definitely tall. It's like, I think it's at 114 centimeters tall. So it's basically a pedestal piece. Like, it's not going to go on any real shelf unless you custom built a shelf just for this piece. I like it a lot. Mixed media, usually black mixed media capes are not my thing. It's tough to do. It doesn't look great to me sometimes. But I think it looks overall very good. I like the switch outs. I like how they did the Ira Sauron on the base. I wish the whole base was the Ira Sauron though, like him on top of it maybe.
Wow,
that'd be
cool.
a really big light up and everything. Like, just have take away everything else, just have the big old Ira Sauron there and him like standing on top of it. I do like the Easter egg that they do at least have it, even though it's like a fucking like a mice eye size, so it's very small. But the skeletons on the base, I like it. The weapons, swap outs, and can you do the mace and the sword or no? Like on each hand or just one arm?
Just
Okay.
one.
Because I thought I saw like the mace on the right hand as well. I don't know if I'm tripping or what.
I have
But
not seen that.
okay, maybe I'm just blind as a bat. I am blind. I have horrible vision. But overall, I like it. The price for how big it is, like, it is expensive, but for what the prices we see these days, like, honestly, like, it's a good price. It's cheaper than like the Queen Studios and the J&D, like Aragorn, and those pieces, like, not J&D piece. I think that's not a very good piece at all. But at least the Queen one, it looks good, but it's cheaper than that, and you get a lot more. I feel with this one, and you don't need like a hyper realistic, silicone piece with Sauron. Obviously, you just need the armor, so it makes sense. Polystone. I like it though. He does seem a little skinny looking.
I love it.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe like that. We're just nitpicking at that point. I think it's a good piece though overall. I just like I said, the Arrow Sauron, I feel like on the base would have been awesome, like the whole base. Overall, though, I really want to see what they do next in this 1/3 Lord of the Rings line, because Alan knows I talked about it. I'm going to do a 1/3 Lord of the Rings line. It's one of my favorite IPs of all time, and I just don't know what route I want to go yet. So I want to see what they do like with other characters in this line. I know it'll be polystone, no silicone. So I just want to see. Their 1/4 line is really good, so I don't think they'll do a bad 1/3 line. And obviously, this piece shows they know what they're doing with Lord of the Rings.
That's awesome.
Man, good.
Matt Martin, what do you think about this piece?
I showed this to one of my kids, one of the older ones, and he's a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Okay.
And he's the same one that got the two his first statues this past Christmas, the two movie Transformers. And he was like, "Oh, you got to get it." I said, "Hey, they're only making 600. He was like, "Oh, you got to get it. I want it for, next Christmas." I was like, "That's not how the statue game works. You pre-order and you wait until infinity until they decide to build the thing." You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Hey, it ain't gonna be next Christmas. Sorry, player." I said, that being said, there's some other older pieces, you can try to get whatever. But I think this character is so iconic, number one. And I think you either got to go with this one, with the height, because it's a big boy, or you go with the bust. That the bust.
Oh my God. Talk about a big boy right there. Holy shit, that thing is huge.
Yeah, that bust looks awesome though. That bust,
no, it is huge though.
Yeah, and I mean, he lives in a house down the road, so like he's got, it's just him. He's got nothing but room. you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so no kids or anything yet, type thing like that. I'm like, you got nothing but room, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this statue, I like that the cape is looks to be mixed media, like a wire. I really do enjoy the wire capes where you can kind of pose them the way you can just change it throughout the months or whatever. But this is an awesome piece, and the light up with all the other weapons down by his feet, like the swords and all, it looks awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, great piece. So, Mr. Kiefer, I know you had your eye on this. I was interested to see what you thought about the price, the edition size, and is this going to come home to your Epic collection?
I'm not sure if it's going to come home yet or not.
Okay.
The price is just about what I thought it was going to be. I guesstimated it would be about $500 more than the previous one, which was a quarter scale, and that's just about where it came in, $1,900. So the price is about what I thought it was going to be. So that wasn't a shocker.
Okay.
The edition size, 600. I think it'll sell out. I think this is going to be a popular piece. A lot of collectors like this IP. I had the quarter scale. I sold it a long time ago. But if they produce it the same way they did that one, I mean, the cape was amazing. It's like a 3-layered material, lots of wires, so you can pose it pretty much however you want. The chainmail was real chainmail.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So it was actual like metal. It was amazing. Lots of detail in the armor, and I love the light up base. And I'm happy with the pose. It is a little bit more museum, but it's a
Sure.
big piece. I can't imagine if this was a dynamic pose. Forget it. No, so yeah, I'm happy with it. It may come home. I'm kind of holding off because I want to see what they do for Treebeard.
Okay.
I have to make sure that I have room for Treebeard because that one to me is a must-have. The Sauron is I'd like to have it,
Hmm.
but I could live without it kind of situation.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. Noah, you've actually owned the 1/4 scale also. What do you think now that you know the edition size and the price? What's your thoughts on this piece?
Yeah, I think the price isn't too bad. It's a little bit less than what I thought it was going to be. I expected a little over 2,000. So I think nowadays for the money, I mean, you get a lot of statue. I mean, this thing's going to be gigantic. So, but I like this a lot. I mean, it's not something I'm going to go for. I think it's a little too similar to the original, even though it does have a different pose. But it's just not something I'm going to go after. But I think concept wise, I think it's like a 10 out of 10. It looks amazing. I think the base is incredible. Yeah, that mixed media cape, it looks really good once you get it right, but you definitely got to take some time to mess with it for a bit, especially the way they have it in these pictures. They definitely spent some time working on it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it looks good. It's a great piece. I'm curious if they're going to do any other 1/3s or if they're just going to do this one. But yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to do more 1/3 because I feel like Prime One is moving in that direction with XL and different different pieces. I really love the museum pose on this. I really do, and that light up feature is just awesome.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it looks amazing. Look at that weapon. Well, what a great piece. So $18.99. This should be shipping in May or August of 2026. Just a great piece, and of course you get that swappable weapon, the Sword of Sauron. Yes, what you get with this character. Great piece from Prime One. I wouldn't expect anything less but perfection from them. So it looks great. Great piece. This is not one that I will be picking up, not that I know of, anyways. We'll find out Sunday. But it's a great one. Great piece from Prime One. I really look forward to seeing what they do next with that line. Alan, I'm telling you, man, the dog alien will be here before you know it. It's coming. So the alarm's going off. Matt's alarms are going off. Let's see here real quick. Collector looked closer this week, and I was like, man, look at how awesome they look together. Alan, look what you have coming. Yeah, I mean,
Can't wait.
I'm interested, Alan, to see what you think when you get both of them in hand and when you get them all set up, and what's your thoughts on it in person? Because one thing collectors talked about is that when you talk about silicone pieces, it doesn't transfer well over camera. It just doesn't. And I was thinking to myself, well, maybe it's a little different, but it can't be that much different. It really is different because having the J&D Batman here in front of me and watching the video, the skin tone of the silicone does not transfer well over camera. It just doesn't. So yeah, it's something that I noticed, but it's something that I really took note of next time I'm looking at reviews online for YouTube. But how awesome are these? And Matt, didn't you just order that new Prime One Superman?
Yeah, last show I was on, we did the live pre-order with that one. That being said, the only other Superman I would want in my collection would be this. That's the Superman I grew up with, Christopher Reeves, as a kid watching it. And as I was looking at the pictures, I don't know how to word this in a good way, but, the suit is not bright blue. It's movie accurate, I would say. Movie accurate. And just the S on the chest is so accurate. I mean, the portrait is dead on to me. The portrait's dead on.
It's right there.
And when Alan said, hey, I got talked into, ordering, the Clark Kent too, that'd be the perfect way to display it because the Clark Kent portrait is dead on too to me. And the way he looked in the movies.
Yep.
And I mean, I think it's a home run for them.
Yeah. Congratulations, Alan. You've got a gem, sir. That's going to be it's going to stand on your collection. You know what you don't need anymore, Alan, is that aliens bus. That thing's terrible. Now that you got these, you're all set in place. You're good. You're good to go, man.
Everything's for sale.
No.
Uh-oh.
We'll have to talk about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me bring this up real quick.
Here's what we could do. We could, whatever the price is, we can go house in it. You get it 6 months out of the year. I get it 6 months out of the year.
Hey, that's about $400 shipping though these days. Back and forth. That's like
we'll do a road trip. We'll do a road trip.
We'll have to do something like that. So I'll say that what's your life size was? Did you see the transfer? I think that on the 1/3 JD for me, the silicone did not transfer well over stream. It's really the skin tone that's different from the camera to when you see it in person. And watch the review because that's probably the most accurate. And I did that with a 4K 60 frame per second camera. So, but yeah, that's definitely a great piece. Congratulations, Alan. You've got some great ones coming home.
He snuck by it too. He didn't tell anybody in the chat or anything. He snuck by it.
He told us. You just weren't there. I don't know.
Maybe I wasn't there. Gosh, that might have been true.
Yeah. So my man, Critical. Great to see everybody here. Knight, great to see you. And Critical Max, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's talk about this because it's finally getting into collectors' hands. I think I've seen other collectors have it, but not so much. I haven't seen a whole lot of people, with this in hand. But man, the portraits on these just came out fantastic from Queen. So this is from DX Toys. That looks great.
God, that looks so good.
It looks great. And Alan, am I playing tricks on me? Because when collectors got this in hand, that his like the wings or like the bat wing here, it wasn't transparent like that, and it looks like the final version is.
No, it's a translucent type material, so it does allow light to come through.
That is so cool.
Man. Yeah, it is a cool piece.
As Arnie said, that's one ugly motherfucker.
Yes, it is.
I would love to see it with the other portrait behind it. With him just gritting his teeth. Yeah. Is it 1/4? Is this 1/4 or 1/3?
It is
1/4. It's Queen Studios,
Studios,
correct? Yeah. Man, this is the only issue I have with this is like, man, we get this, like, it's cool, it looks great. We get this, but we can't get like a Red Hood or like a Nightwing premium format. Like, what is going on, dude? Like, we get Vampire Batman and Zombie Batman before those characters in 1/4. But it looks great though. It does look good. If you want that horror vibe of Batman. So
I think this is the exclusive right here, the exclusive portrait here.
That's my least favorite.
It looks like booty cheeks.
Yeah.
On his head. God, it does.
That one's cool.
Yeah, that one's cool. Yeah.
This might look good next to Man Bat.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
No, don't you do that to me, Alan. Stop it. I just said it looked like booty cheeks right there, that portrait. It looks good though. The paint job looks really good. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll put it next to Man Bat and you'll put the other portrait in the box. But great piece by Queen Studios. I really love it.
Forever though. My gosh, like
it did.
When I started collecting like 2.5, 3 years ago, this came out in the order, and it's been that long for 1/4.
Yeah,
this guy stuck it out. Good for him.
Yeah, I'm glad he got it. Like, it's
didn't
cool.
want to lose his deposit.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I mean, it's a great piece. It is. Let me bring this up here real quick. Oh man, I gotta give a shout out to Franco. So someone posted this. I think it was Dwayne. Let me bring this up here real quick. Dwayne posted this, and he kind of gave just a barrage of all Franco pieces. And man, Franco is a beast. Like he is definitely one of the goats in the community. But I love all of his work. These are all Franco pieces here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, these are all fan art pieces. The Sentinel head there. But what what a great representation of the character. But I'm telling you right now, Franco he's got a great eye on some of these X-Men versus Sentinel. That Sentinel base looks incredible. Like all the detail on it.
Oh, this piece is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy big dude. Yeah, but yeah, these are all Franco pieces, and this guy's collection right here of my collection, dude. This is probably the best X-Men setup I've ever seen anybody ever have. Like it is. He went all out on them, and
With nameplates and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. The way he did this. And why have one, you can have two of the some of these. Yeah, so just great.
I love that Wolverine. It's like a 1/3, 3.5 or something like they always say. But like he's smaller than characters, so like him at 1/3 is actually like 1/4, normal scale kind of. It's a great piece.
Yeah, these pieces scale larger than normal. I love this Sentinel hand coming out. That's really cool.
I like that cable.
I love that Deadpool. I almost bought that like 9,000 times. I love it. It has a bazooka. It has that one. It has Uzi's pistols. I love it.
Yeah, there's some museum port. Look at that. Look at that portrait on this. Just done to perfection. Like looks amazing. Museum style.
Vision.
I actually own this piece here. And I had it painted by. It just came in a kit, and it was painted by John. It's really, really big. It's literally close to 1/3. It's probably my favorite 1/3 scale. My favorite Thor. And but I ended up selling it towards the end, and it was hard to let go of. What a great piece it was! A great statue. These are all Franco pieces. Shout out to Franco as he does incredible work. Wow, look at that.
That's good.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is probably
that's the grail right there for Silver Surfer.
This is the grail of the community. Yeah, it goes for a lot of money.
I'm not the biggest Silver Surfer fan in comics or movies, whatever, but like his statue, I think Todd from Spec Fiction said it best. He goes well with statue form, like 3D, art does. Like it just looks really good.
Oh, I like that.
I used to have it. And you don't know what big is until you have this collection. I mean, it's Matt. The Galactic fan was literally like the size of a small coffee table, small table.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was just really big. Well, I may send you pictures of it because I have it. So.
So
yeah, wow.
I sent you.
I used to have this piece here too.
I like that. Yeah.
It's tough though. There's so many Weapon X pieces, and like that one came out. I love this one too. That new one came out in the tub or whatever. So cool. I know people love that one too, and this one.
And this one, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Great pieces by Franco. Franco is literally one of the goats in the community as far as sculpting goes. And great pieces. Great pieces by Franco. Oh, you know what? I heard about that too. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that. We'll see. We'll see how great that movie is. I'm not convinced quite yet.
I'm speaking of movies. I'm going to see the Captain America, the Hulk, Sunday. So with the family.
I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Well, just give me a yay or nay. Don't tell me.
I will. I'll tell you, but I won't do any spoilers.
But there is a post-screen scene credit. They did confirm that. So it'd be cool if we could see Dr. Doom.
That would be amazing. That'd be the whole movie for me.
Oh yeah.
That'd be the whole movie for me. But we'll see. Where's Brian when you need him? This came up from Sideshow here.
Oh yeah, that's Brian. For sure.
Yeah, love hurts. Betty Page, but when I see this piece, it only screams one collector that I know of, and that's Brian. But Yeah, pretty cool. I love this hard base on here. It looks like a high heel or something with ribbons, and then her, of course, sitting on it. And it looks like there's some art that goes with it too. So that's pretty.
That art looks. I think the art print looks better than the statue, and nothing against the statue. That art print just looks really fucking good. So,
Yeah.
and the mat looks really good too.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks. This is pretty cool. So who's allowed to pick this one up?
Not me.
Okay.
Not me.
I would be allowed, obviously, but like, I wouldn't get it. It's just not my thing. I'm getting a naked Casca piece, so there we go.
Alan, are you still on that Berserk piece?
The Dio, the Casca.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just I'm holding back right now, but it's gonna come home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many pieces, so it's like hard to pick and choose the way you go right now.
Yeah, that one's just too epic.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
I mean, this is definitely a Brian piece. I don't know if anybody else will pick this one up here, but looks pretty cool from Sideshow.
This is a real person, right?
I believe it is.
Yeah,
I believe it is.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, Betty Page. Yeah.
Betty's
Yeah,
yeah.
I like Olivia's art.
Mm-hmm.
I like her paintings. I like this piece. It's not coming home, but
Right.
That looks awesome. That art print is amazing.
yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that Brian isn't going to get these.
Oh,
I think that's a done deal. I mean, we know he's going to get those.
yeah, I could totally see him getting this one. Great piece from Sideshow. Looks like it's going to be $685. I don't see an edition size here, but
It's not a bad
she's
price.
beautiful. Yeah, I mean, she's beautiful, and it's a great statue. I'm sure that Brian already has it planned out where this is going to go. Oh, look, here's the print right here.
Nice.
200 for the print.
Yeah, and then like 425 for the dude. It's a great print.
Yeah,
I love the mat. I love the mat they did on this, like
I did too.
the double
Yeah.
red, the broken lines. It looks great, man. Fucking hell.
Well,
Oh, what a great piece. But congratulations, Brian, for picking this one up. I'm pretty sure you will.
And the art print.
Yep, I can totally see him doing that. Speaking of Brian, I'll bring this up real quick because I know he already said he was getting it. So let me just throw it up real fast. Right here. The Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh,
Love the mat on this one as well. My gosh.
This is super cool, man. I can totally see Brian getting this.
Love
$450 for the frame, everything together, and
Mhm.
this is probably one Brian will get right here. Pretty sure.
Alan, how do
Only
you say the artist's name again? I'm sorry. Olivia Day. How do you say it?
Olivia, I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Berninas.
Bernadidez, something like that.
Berninas. Yeah.
But her artwork's very good. It's very expensive too on Sideshow. Sometimes it's like $1,000 or even more.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's my favorite artist.
Okay.
I thought it was Frank. I thought Frank Frazetta was yours.
Well, when it comes to sideshow pieces, sideshow art, Olivia
Okay, I see what you're saying.
is my favorite. I have two of her prints here, and the one I'm really searching for while we're on that topic is the Ripley holding the cat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Alan, I thought about you when they posted this. What do you think about this? Frank Frazetta.
Yeah, there we go. We just said it.
Yeah.
This particular print, no, but
Okay.
I love Frazetta's art. Yeah, I have
Yes.
4 or 5 of them here in the house.
Right. It's they have a certain style to them. It's just me that they really do. They have a certain style to how they're portrayed or whatnot. I mentioned this is only $150, Alan. I'm interested to see what this costs when they get this up on the Sideshow. But
Not cheap.
no, it's not going to be cheap by any means. But it's going to be a great piece. And we'll bring this up real quick too. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Man, so many great pieces. Oh, here we go. Marcos, let me. Hey, maybe you could enlighten us, Marcos. Who's commissioning this? Because I'm. It may just be fan art. I don't know. Maybe not. But
What is
when
it?
I saw it, it looked like something Last Sleep would do. But then I wasn't sure.
Oh, this is kind of studios. I don't know much about them, but it's a great piece. Obviously, it's Broly versus I think it's what is it, Goku, Gohan, and yeah, and then is that Vegeta? I think in the back. I saw this earlier. I didn't really look at it, but it's a cool
Okay.
piece. It reminds me of I think Sume Art did it. They did like a Cell and like the Gohan Kamehameha. Like they had two separate pieces, and you can match them up together just like this. But I'm not the biggest, like for me, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan, but
Yeah.
I do like I kind of love it until it gets to the Cell saga. Like that, right then it kind of stops for me. Everything else after that is a little
Okay.
weird, like Brawly, but Brawly's a very popular character. Statue form especially. You guys seen like the 1-on-1 bust of him, they're ginormous. Like it's not even a 1-on-1 bust, it's like a whole, I don't know what you can call it. It's too much. But he looks great. He really goes well in statue form, Brawly. Looks like a great concept, obviously. Hopefully they get all the details, paint job, everything down right. But it is definitely a custom piece for sure, or unlicensed. So
Yeah, except for I'm not sure what scale this is going to be, but I can tell you right now, get a table ready because that's what it looks
Yeah.
like to me.
yeah, it'll be 1/6 probably around that
Yeah.
range. They're a newer company. I know that. Like right when I started collecting, I think they started putting out stuff. So it's they haven't come out with anything bad, so that's a good thing, you know. It's
Yeah,
a good concept. It's gonna be a big piece.
big, huge. I know, Alan, you're getting this one. I don't know where it's going to go, but man, you better have a huge setup ready for this guy. He's like, no.
No,
He's like, no, I'm not getting this one.
no. It's too soon. I mean, I love those kind of pieces, but I can't go down that hole.
No, yeah, there's just too many.
I think
And,
Noah should get it.
I already had a big Dragon Ball Z diorama in the past, so I'm good for now.
Okay.
Well,
Noah, let me ask you a question, Noah. Like, you said you got that empty spot behind you, of course. If you had to make a decision tonight, if you could just do a finger and it's filled, what would it be?
I gotta be honest, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Maybe I would pick up a few of the PCS third scale turtles pieces. Maybe I would do that to try and kind of fill that space. But yeah, I mean,
Leo.
I want to keep Batgirl, but something to go with her, I'm just not quite sure yet. So I've been kind of shopping around for some quarter scale DC just to see if I could find a piece that might fit with her. But nothing yet. So we'll see.
You know what would be a cool piece? Probably go next to her is that Poison Ivy Prime 1 piece, the 1/4 on her. Like it's like
Oh, I like that one.
I know Alan likes that one.
Yeah, that one is cool. Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to figure it out, so we'll see. And then if I may just end up putting her somewhere else, and I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I could fit in there. I'm not sure. That's kind of the fun of it, though.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, just getting the right piece in place, and I know you've got a lot of. I mean, there's a couple of Prime 1 dials that you really want, Noah. So I know you're trying to kind of prioritize those, put them in place or whatnot. But I think I did send you a message the other day. I saw that, or did I post it? I can't recall. Anyways, it was low stock on, or it was waitlisted or something for the Last of Us diorama on Sideshow.
Gotcha. Yeah.
For the collector's version, like the exclusive. I'm sure other retailers still had it, but I noticed that.
Yeah, it's starting to taper down and start to sell out. Yeah, so I've got to make a decision pretty soon. Yeah.
So let me bring this up here real quick. No, I thought about you this week, and I saw this posted this week.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you can want this piece too.
Very expensive piece, but done to poly perfection. This is the Death Stranding piece, half scale by Prime 1, I think. It's half scale, yeah.
Yep.
And the detail look at this detail on this. I just love it, man. It's
amazing.
I love this one. My son, he played Death Stranding since day one. Got the Mac Daddy edition with the baby in the case.
Yep.
Type thing like that. And I showed him this. But and I love this. If I could get it for him, I would. If it comes about, type thing, because they did make a lot of these. But forgive me, I don't know the bad guy's name, but the half scale of the bad guy with the
I think his name's Cliff, I believe. Yeah, I think
Cliff.
it's Cliff.
Yep, Cliff. I don't know. It would be hard to pick between those two because they're both iconic to that game, type thing.
Yeah.
And in the pose, he's just standing up and he's just doing this, and he's got the oil dripping.
Well, it's
down.
got the little like tentacle things with the lights coming out.
Yeah.
Looks, yeah. Man.
There's your chance, Noah.
Yeah, I love this piece, man. And the thing is, though, I prefer the sculpted version of this. It looks like they show both head sculpts in this, but I think the silicone head. This was a little bit like Prime One wasn't doing a lot of silicone heads, and so I think this one came out okay. You can kind of tell the facial hair looks a little bit off.
Mm-hmm.
The ponytail is way too big. So I prefer the there's the mixed media head or silicone. It looks okay, but I think the sculpted would be plenty for me, especially for the price. I think it was like $1,000 extra just for that silicone head. So
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
Like that. So yeah, I've had my eye on this piece for a long time, but yeah, it's a lot to drop. Even when this thing goes on sale, it's still, I think it's 3 or 4 boxes, so the shipping is crazy. So
And no, that half scale it's just not our scale. It really isn't.
This needs to be done in 1/3. If they would have done this in 1/3, I would have bought this 100%. So I just think it's just a little too big.
You know what this makes me want in 1/3? Because I was thinking it right when I saw my. I want a Daryl Dixon Walking Dead 1/3. J&D, maybe J&D, J&D mixed media, port silicone. But that'd be awesome, dude, with the crossbow and everything, with the little motorbike, fucking jacket and everything. Like this piece just makes me want that, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not a big fan of the. Again, I didn't play it, but I love Norman Reedus, though. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Obviously, like The Walking Dead was so big at one point, and he was probably the most popular character, in the show. And we haven't seen any stats from that whole show, like, even Rick or anything. So it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, at South by Southwest, which I used to go to every year, Hideo Kojima's going to be there this year, and I really thought about. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of signing, but I would love to have something signed by him from Metal Gear. But
that'd be awesome.
That's my son. Yeah, he's a big Kojima fan. Now, what event is he going to be at?
South by Southwest.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm going this year, but I thought about it. If there's some kind of signing and they do have where I could go, Matt, I'll get you one too if I go.
Oh yeah. I mean, what month is it? What month is it?
It's actually in March. It's during spring break every year.
Okay. In what city? Dallas?
Austin.
Austin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just down the road from me.
Oh, that's cool.
If they have some, he's going to be on a panel there talking about Death Stranding 2. I don't know if they're going to have any kind of signing or anything from him, but if they do, if I see that, I'm going to go.
I might have to hop on a plane if they're doing a signing player. It's like, come on, it's going to be, because when I say, like, for us, like to meet Bale or something, or Robert Downey Jr., for him, it's to meet Kojima. He's been playing his games and just following him since he was a kid, since he was little, and he just loved his art style and everything else like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kojima is the GOAT for sure, man.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
He is a beast. Like the story direction of those games, it just blew my mind. I just could not believe how amazing they were. The storytelling, they're just awesome. They're probably based off of Alan's past life. That I knew it. I mean, something about it. Something about it makes it great.
Just shaking his head.
Everything's out off of Alan's past life now. Let me see here.
In the world, that's what he is.
Yeah. Let me bring this up because this weirdo was doing this week. Let me see here real quick.
Weirdo. Whoa.
Yeah. This nut job. Let me see here real quick. So this guy was up in the middle of the night and he couldn't sleep. And he only had to get up at 4 in the morning. He started building, diodes for the side of his wall over here. But this alien bus will come home. I got to find the right deal, I think, before I get it. But someone selling, let me know. I'm a buyer, but I'm definitely not paying some of the prices people are asking, like on eBay and things. That's ridiculous. There's no way I would buy that. Those are eBay prices for crying out loud. But man, I just thought it looked great. That alien bus looks terrible in your collection. It's really dragging you down. So when you're ready to get rid of it, let me know.
Yeah, nice try.
Okay, I tried. Alan, I think you mentioned that this piece is, Mr. Popo, that piece is terrible. You should get rid of it. Let me know when you're ready. Alan, seeing this piece, you have in your collection. I think you mentioned you made a special stand for it. You said that this really draws attention when people walk into your home. Can you tell me what did you build a stand with?
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. I missed that.
It's Jimmy. It's in a case, just like everything else in this thing. He doesn't have a stand.
No, I talked to him this week. So I know you built a special stand for this.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I said stand, but I mean riser.
Yeah. I had a black granite riser built for it.
Okay.
About 4.5 inch tall. It's like a black granite with gold flecking in it. Whatever. It matched the piece really nice. I had went to a place that does kitchen countertops and picked out the piece of stone and told them what I wanted, and they built it for me.
Wow.
That's cool.
It looks nice under the piece. It's like a nice sub base, but I have it displayed next to the Prime 1 big chap with the wall behind it.
Yeah.
And the heights were too close to one another, and it kind of bugged me. I wanted the bust to be a little bit taller, so I had that and put the bust on top of that, and it gives it a little bit more presence. Gives it a very museum look. So, yeah.
What a fantastic piece!
Throw that money away,
I'll be really looking at this, looking forward to getting this, because it's not a question of if, it's a question of when and how I end up picking this one up, because I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna find a way. So great piece. I'm just not gonna pay what
eBay's at.
Like I'm not doing that. There's just no way.
You'll find it. It'll pop up.
Yeah, I'll find it from someone. Great piece by Queen. I'm really thinking about building, I was talking to Matthew and Alan about building an aliens wall on this side and having aliens in here. And maybe, moving my DC pieces probably to this extra cabinet I have that's empty here and just designating to that, because I really love that bus and it would be a centerpiece in there. I actually want it on top of everything else.
So we're gonna do less Iron Man and more Alien and Predator.
Yes. Iron Man's still my guy, but I've got a really nice setup for Iron Man here.
I know.
And it's I've got some of, in my opinion, probably some of the better ones. And I'll tell you right now, I told everybody in the chat, I tried to sell Hulkbuster this week, but I had a hard time. Just couldn't do it, man.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's too big. It's a good great piece.
Yeah, just box it up.
Yeah, box it. Keep it. It's not polished. I mean, it's not silicone, so there's no worry about that getting boxed up. Texas heat. I'm talking about Texas heat. So don't worry about that. Just box it up and wait till you get a new place. Honestly, just keep that one.
Well, Vision, this is the way I see it. Is that if I need to buy a piece or looking for a piece that I'm thinking about, all I gotta do is ask Alan. He'll show. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Here's a picture of it. And this is what I did.
What would Alan do? Right? That's our saying.
Yeah.
What would Alan do?
Oh, you saw you? Did you have that cutie patootie? Oh wow. That's one piece that I'll be looking for. I'll hunt it down. I'll end up finding it. Just kind of get it for the right price,
Yep.
find the right one, and I will end up picking that one up. Great piece. Great piece. Cannot wait. This was announced this week as well. Okay, let me bring this up here real quick. I can't stop looking at that. Really want it. Let me see here real quick. Oh, hey, there we go. All right. Of course, PCS ends up launching Casey Jones here. Looks like it's
Love it.
50.
Love it.
The detail is just amazing on this
Awesome.
One thing that PCS does better than anybody else is TMNT. they in my opinion, anyways, they do the best job with TMNT. I love everything about this piece. It's 1/3. The detail is incredible. I'm going to bring up some more pictures here too, but you really can't see it too well from PCS website, but still you can kind of, it looks, the sculpture is incredible, but I love this pad he has here on his heart with stars stuck in it.
And look at the ninja stars that are like in it, like in the cup,
I love this
Wow.
piece. Ugh.
Did Freddie get the sewer hole thing yet?
He's getting it soon, right? It's coming. Got it. So we need to do a live unboxing with that. Oh, look, I didn't know. Vision, you're in, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
He has a whole. He's getting a whole line. I remember he said that.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I did notice that in his collection. That's right.
He has Raph and Donnie right now, I think, and then everything else is coming in. Dude, like, man, this piece literally. I was like, I'm going all in. I was like, I'm buying everything right now. I was like, wait, hold up though. Calm down, Marcos.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean,
I already got 12 POs, maybe 14. I can't remember off the top of my head, but no, this piece looks awesome. I love how they made him rip too. Like, like he can't survive in like the real comic world without him being like really actually strong. It looks so cool. The switch outs are awesome. It's not a huge space hog, which I love about this whole line. It's not like it's 1/3, but it doesn't take up a huge, space in the shelf. But they look awesome, man. They got this line down.
they really do. Mr. Kiefer, what do you think about this piece?
I think it's very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I mean, the first thing that caught my eye was the way all the mixed media is done. I'm assuming that's all sculpted, or is that mixed media?
Sculpt.
It looks like all sculpted.
Yeah, if it's sculpted, they do a really great job with it. So yeah,
Absolutely.
congrats everybody getting this one. It's going to fit their collection great.
I've never owned a PCS piece, but the one I'm on the fence about is I want that Darth Vader bust that tells the whole story.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I really like that one. And then people are starting to get that Carnage bust, and so I'm looking at that, and it's telling the story as well. And I'm like, if the Darth Vader bust is half of this, it's going to be an awesome piece, type thing like that.
So, Matt, so the only piece I have from PCS is my Deadpool 1/3. It's like, dude, like details wise, it's very good. I would say that. Like the swords aren't like, it may be metal, but I don't know what it is, but it feels like metal, and it's a very high quality, like polystone statue. So my experience with PCS as of now, I have a couple pieces coming in, like Daredevil 1/3, Darth Maul 1/3, the hyper real one. So I have a couple pieces that are coming in. I'm gonna get the Blade one, the him with the vampires. I'm gonna get that one. That's just a back burner. I'll get it later, type piece. But they definitely have some great pieces, man. I'll give them that. But I know they have, with every other company, they have issues recently. I'm not just gonna say that there's no issues. Like, they need to fix those, obviously. But overall, my experience so far has been very good, and they have good pieces.
I saw at Megacon they had a booth. Of course, you don't buy statues at a con because they're overpriced. but they had the PCS Venom. That thing is massive.
Huge.
It
It's 1/3.
is freaking. It's awesome. Number one, it's awesome. But I was like, look how big. I mean, that thing was like freaking half scale.
I love the base on that. It's so small, but the piece is ginormous. Obviously, like
Yeah.
the vent part, because you don't want a big base with that. Because I think if it had a big base, my gosh, like that thing's a table at that point. That thing's huge. Like the Venom is huge. Gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it's like half scale.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like,
yeah.
but it's awesome. I mean, it's detailed out the yin yang.
It's like the Venom pool as well. Remember they came out. That thing is like 44 inches or something like that tall. Huge. And that one had a big base, and that people didn't like that about it because it created problems. But great piece, too big of a base.
Yeah.
Well, Noah, I know you've had your eye on that Leo, but I mean, does anybody do TMNT better than PCS? What do you think?
No, man, I love this line so much. It just keeps getting better and better.
It does.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of it. I'm still kind of a casual Turtles fan, but I really, really love this line. Hearing about the Leonardo shipping soon, that is very tempting for me to finally throw a pre-order down on that and get that one. I at least want to see that one in person. But I love this Casey too. I think it looks great, man. So much detail and grit, just everything I love from a fully sculpted piece, man. It just looks great. So
it looks like somebody or multiple people from PCS are big Turtle fans themselves, and they're putting some extra love into it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Which is awesome. When you got somebody that's working on it, and you're like, hey, like if me and Jimmy got right now to work on like an aliens piece, we'd be like geeking out, you know what I'm saying, type thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can do this, we can do that, you know. But it looks like somebody whoever they put in charge of the Turtles line is really a big fan of it. You know,
Mm-hmm. It's like what Tweeter had with Master of the Universe too. Like you can tell that those pieces are way better than everything else they do too.
Yep, I would agree.
Yeah, you know, like why can't you just keep that same quality with everything else though? You know, like come on, what's going on?
This is piece. Noah said it best. They just keep getting better and better at the TMNT line. Like it just keeps progressing as they go. So one character is missing from here. Anybody guess who it is?
What's the name? What's the name? Her name?
April.
April.
April's one of them. And look, Joe just mentioned it right here.
The rat.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Splinter. He's the one that's missing. So I can only imagine.
That's so hard to do though. A man rat. You know, it's tough, man. It's
well. Here's what I'll say about that: is that who's better to tackle that?
Yep.
PCS.
Yeah. Can you imagine with real hair, a rat where people would freak out?
So cool.
People would freak out.
Oh, that's so weird. What do you want him like with the cane or what? You know, like the cane Splinter or what?
That'd be cool if he was like hitting one of those little robot things with it or something. You know,
that or maybe
robot,
he's like standing up, all his whole body's on top of like the cane. You know, maybe I don't know. That's too hard to do 1/3 though. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and these are big. Matt called it like these are massive pieces. You know, but you know what? Right here, check it out.
They're coming out that one. Yep, they showed that. Yep.
Yeah, let's see.
That thing's huge.
Oh,
it's supposedly over 40 inches.
Yeah, New York Comic Con, he said April 1/3 would be after Casey and Crank. Okay.
The only thing I would say, make her Megan Fox just because she's hot. You know, just make it Megan Fox, April O'Neil, make it as hot as possible. So that's all I'll say to.
I do remember this. Balcat was saying, remember PCS?
Yeah. Oh, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, they did a great job with that too. So great brain, Alex. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a fantastic piece by PCS. Congratulations. I know you're going to do well with it. They continue to knock this line out of the park. No one does it better. Oh, I didn't know it was another portrait. Or is that? Yeah.
No, there's two portraits. One is looking down. One is looking forward.
There it is.
And my only thing is, I wish one of them would have maybe had a broken mask or something a little bit different. But other than that, I think it's awesome.
maybe a mask like on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? Like right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Or,
That
or
would be cool.
removable mask, or something.
Something else. Yeah, would have been cool.
That'd be super cool. Amazing job by PCS as usual. They do such a great job with that turtle line. I did see this too. I did want to give a shout out to Lewis Collector. Lewis, he is the one that did our he did the review of the Tweeterhead bust.
Oh, good.
I know there's been a lot of issues with the paint on Tweeterhead, and he did mention. Make sure you watch that video. He did mention there were some blemishes, in certain areas, but I think what's Chad has already said that they're going to do replacements if you contacted them by this month, and I would recommend anyone if if you did get this piece and there is some issues, to just contact them and they're going to replace it for you, which is great. But one thing, these busts here, when I saw them, it just wasn't for me because of, it doesn't match my collection very well. They're a little bit smaller, but if they're more of like, when I looked at these, it's more of like a small proximity piece for others, right? Not for a whole line. Yeah. But Matt, did you get any of these from Tweeterhead?
I did not. The only one I would consider would be the Clayface, because nobody's done it. I know Jay he's teasing a Clayface, which if he does it, I'll be a day one pre-order.
Yeah.
But the only one I would even consider right now would be the Clayface. Yeah.
Okay.
But I did talk to Dan. He got home Monday from Megacon.
Okay.
He did have a Superman, and it did have some issues, but he said, Matt, this thing is heavy as can be. He said it's solid. He said, it's big. He said it's big, and it's just solid. But he's getting a replacement, type thing like that. But he did really emphasize that it's solid as a rock. I mean, it's heavy, type thing like that. So
yeah. I still think that it's something that if you don't have a lot of room, these are great pieces. I think these pieces go well with like proximity, like with their statues and things. As one line, it'd be kind of tough. If you let's just say you didn't have a whole lot of room, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
But Lewis said it was fantastic. He really loves it. He said the only issue was just the paint. And I think a lot of people did have that problem, but it looks like Twitter is covering it. So make sure you go check out the video I did post this week. I have another video coming out next week too that I'm just about finished with, and you won't want to miss that one.
It's just like, I don't know, man. Like people, this one got delayed too, I believe, right? Correct? Like it got delayed a lot, and like people should be upset about it because like this is a lot. It's not like a one-off thing. It happened to a lot of pieces. Like I get like he's doing the right thing, which an owner should do. Sure. But like at this point, like it shouldn't have happened at all. Straight up, it's too many pieces. Some of them are horrific too. Like some like damn near bald spots on the head. Like it's like it's like crazy. But at the same time, and it got delayed multiple times. They just I don't know how this happened. It's really
I think Marcos, like you said, Marcos said, there's a lot of them that have done a PO. I think he needs to get 3 of these bad boys out this year, delivered.
Good brain.
To your house, to the, in your hand. I think he needs to get 3 out. And just like with Jay, at Legendary Beasts, I really think he needs to get 2 or 3 out, to kind of, okay, you delivered on these. Now, okay, let's pre-order some more.
Yeah. Stuff. I always said Tweeterhead should, like with businesses, you always have like marketing, like your marketing area, like where you hit. What they should be, I know it's tough to do in this like, statue game but they should be a cheap, affordable statues that come out quickly and on time. But they're cheap and affordable, but they do not come out on time and at all. They're very delayed. Yeah. I know it's hard to do, but and all businesses, you find it like like McDonald's has their market, Chick-fil-A has their market, like very high end restaurants have their market. Meaning high end restaurants, you wait a long time, but you get very high quality food. McDonald's is kind of cheaper stuff, and you get what you get, but it's very quick. So like Twitter needs to figure out how to get their statues out a lot faster, in my opinion. And but without like having the issues like this, my gosh, like it's a lot of statues, and this is the first in this whole line, which is not good.
And Marcos, when you said Tweeterhead needs to get their statues out quicker, it's not just Tweeterhead. It is a lot of companies that need to get their product out quicker. But
and Jimmy, that is true. But like if you look at other companies, they have like Prime One, they have the leeway to do that. They come out with great statues. They can do that. Tweeterhead is a very small company. They're not new, but they are a very small business company. So they have to find their market. And they don't have the leeway of a Prime One or even a J&D. Like, I give them a lot of crap, but look, they come out with their pieces very on time, and it's high prices. But they come out with on time. It's very disappointing. And like, if you start a line like this, and like I said, he's doing the right thing, obviously. But he shouldn't have to do the right thing in this situation. It should have came out right the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it best. What happened shouldn't have happened, but it did. And at this point, he's doing the right thing to take care of it. And think about how much money that's costing him. It's got to be a lot, to get them repaired. But, I'm sure he's getting, credit from the factory in some way, and they're kind of working through things. I think Matt nailed it. I think he needs to get 3 of these out this year.
Yep.
Like more. And if he got 2 more and they were perfect and they came in on time, and, let me just put it this way, in a timely manner, I think that would go a long way with collectors, because the reality is collectors are buying right now, and well, maybe not as much as they did, before COVID, but still, let me put it this way: they're choosing very carefully what they buy.
Yep.
They're not just randomly buying anything. I'm not Jimmy. Like, I'll buy that. I'll buy it. Not going nuts with what their purchases right now. So I'm the only idiot, by the way. Anyways, I mean, this is I think it came out great. I think that despite the paint issues, it's just, for me, no, it's not. This is more of a proximity piece. I think that the only way they can really recover well is just to, like Matt said, and get some great pieces out this year, get 2 of them out, make sure they're out there, and they're at the point they pass the QC issues. But I do have to say this too, is that seeing the final product, it's much better than I thought it was going to be. Like the sculpt on it and the paint. Well, not the paint, but the sculpt is. But
this is like the Superman portrait I love too. Like he's not super old. He's like younger-ish, if that makes sense. Like this is how I envision my Superman. It just sucks that this happened, obviously. And
I agree. I agree. Well, I wish them well. I hope they do well with it. I hope that they end up going through and just executing. But again, I think Matt's right. I think they got to get pieces out. I think they got to really nail these next ones too. Yep. So
if he gets 2 more pieces out this year with no problems, people will forget about the Superman.
Sure,
I think so. I think they will. Yeah, I know they got a lot of heat recently, so they really need to nail their next productions in a timely manner. So, wish them well. Good luck on that. Let me bring this up here real quick, because I saw Marcos post this too, and I was wondering what Noah thought about this, and Alan, because it's definitely different.
Oh, I know a piece.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, I wasn't a fan of the sculpt on Zod, but I did like the kind of the concept of what they did here. Is it just me, or the sculpt on Zod? He looks a little chubby. They're just a little chubby on this one.
Not chubby, but it doesn't look like Zod. I would say that he doesn't look as ripped. Like, he doesn't look as bulky as he should. He doesn't look. I don't like the portrait either. The portrait on Zod. I love the concept, but I don't love the portrait on Zod either. That was my biggest issue with this one.
This is Texas Mod. He eats a lot of tacos and drinks a lot of Big Red soda. That's what it looks like to me. But Mr. Keith, I don't know if you caught this one this week and saw this in the forum, but I mean, you have the best representation of the character. What do you think about this one here? What they're doing?
Well, I mean, I like the concept. It's like
Me too.
showing him in human form and also apostle form,
Right.
which is kind of cool.
I
But
love
there's,
this though. Oh,
there's,
that's great.
yeah, that it does. But Zod to me doesn't. I don't know. Oh, I love how they did that.
That's what I'm saying. That I love the apostle, like the beast form. Hate
Yeah.
the human form, though.
Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of the human form.
Okay. Yeah, I think it could be better. I'll just say this one's not for me. I don't think the sculpt is quite there. Look, if you're getting this, congratulations, because it's just not for me. The Prime 1 version of Zod, the one Alan has, is the best representation of the character. The problem with that one is that do you have the room to display that one? Because it takes up a lot of room. This could be somebody for a collector that doesn't have a lot of room.
Yeah.
And they can really set this up. Noah, you're very familiar with these characters. I mean, seeing this one, what did you think about it? Like, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm always glad to see more Berserk pieces come out, but yeah, there's definitely something just a little bit off about this piece in general. It definitely looks like they've pulled from a few different pieces and kind of borrowed from it. But yeah, I don't remember ever seeing Zod in that pose. It's just kind of an odd pose, I think. And I don't remember if he had like the 12-pack or whatever that he has on there. I mean, I know he's ripped, but it just looks very prominent. Like it looks like the abs go all the way up his chest, kind of.
Right.
But I mean, it's cool though. And the apostle form looks pretty decent. I think that front angle is okay, but some of those other close-ups and top downs, it looks a little bit better. But yeah, it looks okay, man. Look, it looks okay. But
yeah,
I won't get it though.
Sure. I mean, I think this is like you said it best, Noah. This is an okay piece. It is, but Matt, I don't know if you're familiar with these characters, but I mean, what do you think about how they did this?
My kids they're big anime, type thing,
Okay.
and like I think Noah said, it's like it's okay. I mean, if you got to have a Berserk, but I think there's a lot better ones out there. Put it that way.
Oh yeah, no, there definitely is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think if you're like, hey, I got to have one Berserk statue, I can only have one. I don't think this is the one to get. Put it that way.
I agree. That's well said. Mr. Cooper, what would happen if J&D did Zod in apostle or human form? Can you imagine how big that would be in apostle form?
Well, they're already showing a Skull Knight on horse diorama, which probably will be 6 scale. So I wouldn't put it past them to design a Zod in either form, depending on what scale they decide to do it in. But I definitely think it'll be coming down the pike.
Yeah. Noah, what is the representation of the bird? I don't really understand that. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think it would just be like the band of the hawk or band of the falcon, one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like team.
And Alan, I know we talked about this a while back, but there was another Berserk piece that had Zod in apostle form, but it also had Guts and Griffin on each side of the pillars running at him.
That's Sume.
And the Sume did that one. Okay. Yeah.
Yep,
to
Marco
me,
talks about that one.
Yeah, to me, that one is amazing too. It's not as good as a Prime 1, but it's really good. It's really good. I think that's another option if we don't have the Prime 1, another one to look at. But you know what? That piece is massive too. It's really big. But yeah, looking forward to seeing more Berserk pieces. I agree. That's the one. Oh, are you serious? Oh, wow. I need to see that. When you get that in, I need to see that because that one is amazing. I love that one. I'm surprised you don't have the one Alan has. I'm surprised. He's like, man, I got no room for that one. That was
Popo and Alan like, basically have every same piece. Right?
I know.
Popo has more 1-to-1 though, 1-to-1 bust and all that.
Yeah, he
Right.
does. Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pieces he has. Like they're all like, really top end pieces. He's got some great ones in there. I think he's even got some comic pieces too, right? He's got Maestro. He's got a few other.
He's got a lot of he has a lot of comic pieces. He
Yep.
has everything. Like everything you think about, he's got. Like basically.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, because if trying to pick one up would be real tough to get. But Mr. Popo, the one you're getting, that one is incredible too. There's no doubt about that. I love that one too. Well, you know what? Look, the guy's a secret agent. He has everybody's social security number. They got movies based off. Some people wrote songs about him. There's an award after him. What more can you ask? I mean, he is the master.
Just don't screw him. If he's selling you a piece and you screw him over, just don't do that. You might not be in the community after that. Like we would never hear.
Yeah. You're like, what happened? He disappeared from the face of the
Like Liam Neeson taken. Like that's what Alan is.
Yeah, it's just you'll never see him again. You'll never see him again. So we're getting real close. I'm gonna bring these more pieces up here real quick. Oh yeah. So they did. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Maybe Noah can enlighten us because it's going today or yesterday, actually. I think Infinity. This is shown by videos. I see a lot of collectors like really getting after this piece. Well, what are we looking at here? This looks like a video game piece.
So this is from Arcane, the Netflix show. I have not watched it yet. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so okay. I know I need to get around to it. But Hot Toys just did a figure of this character recently, so it was cool to see a statue come out shortly after. But yeah, man, I like Infinity Studios quarter scale concepts. This does look pretty decent. Yeah, not too bad of a price to it. Like what was it, like 800? I think.
Yeah,
not too bad. Yeah.
It looks cool. I mean, it looks like a great piece too. Someone a big fan of the character. I think this will be a pretty nice pickup for them.
So this show was huge. It's huge.
Really? Okay.
It has a big following in the League of Legends, like video game sphere. The animation makes every other American animation look like dog shit. Like it really does.
Really?
Like they really care about this show, like the creators. And I really appreciate that because this Japanese animation is just killing Western animation right now. And this show shows what the American animation companies can do right now. And it just shows everybody else is just being very lazy. This show is very good. Everybody should watch it. I did not know much about League of Legends before I watched it. And it's a very good show. Another show on Netflix that's really good too is Blue-Eyed Samurai. The ending's a little iffy for me, but the animation quality is top notch. I believe it's the same company that did this one. But definitely they're must watch shows. They're very good. The Infinity Studios Demon Slayer line is so good. I can't wait for Rengoku. Please do it already. But yeah, this show is a must watch if you like any type of animation. Like compared this show to the new Batman show that came out, which was horrific. It's just different leagues of quality. The statues, whatever though. I don't really like the statue that much. Infinity Studios is a great company too, so it's kind of disappointing. But people love, like you said, Jamie. People were very excited about this piece, so that's good for that. And I think Todd on Speculation said I haven't had a piece sell out since J&D Guts. I think he said or something like that.
Wow.
Very quickly. So yeah, no, but this show is definitely a must watch if you have not watched it. Definitely watch it. It's very good.
Where have I been? Because I haven't even heard of this until
Jimmy. It is a very popular show. It's a lot of people my age watch it. That's that. Like I said, it's a bunch of gamers that watch the show because of the League of Legends. And League of Legends is obviously, you probably know, Jimmy. It's a huge game.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah. So they got all those fans from that, and it made a great show out of these characters. And that's very quality.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna have to give this a watch, see what it's all about, whatever. So we'll see. Let's see, because yeah, everybody says how great it is, so everybody in the chat. So I've never heard of that until today, to be honest with you. So, but it looks like I'm a little bit behind. This was shown by Sideshow this week too, and I thought it was awesome. Like, Matt, are you picking this one up?
It looks good. Yeah, it looks good. I'm definitely, it's on my, because I love this artist. So definitely need a penguin piece to be represented in the back vault. So yeah, definitely so. Definitely.
Yeah, this looks really cool. I love how they did the bat symbol behind them, but then Batman there. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Love that. I still want a piece by Finch that does Batman on Tactical Throne holding the Joker card. I would love
that'd be cool.
I really would love to have that. I'm gonna stop. It's like really expensive. So the $3,000 or whatever.
That's about $3,000 right there, bro.
Yeah, great piece right here. I'm looking forward to seeing more from this artist, but also from PCS. They've been doing some great prints. I was so excited to get that bottleneck print. I got 2 of them from the Matrix because I love the Matrix so much. So that was part of my Valentine's. So
cool.
That's part of my Valentine's. So, but great piece. I think we got. Okay, here we go. Yep. I was going to say this for Sunday, but let me bring it up since we're here. No, he talked about this last week, and I thought I'd bring it up because I haven't showed too much about it, and you haven't heard a whole lot of rumbling again once I showed it. But I definitely want to see more of this piece. And Noah, I think it's going to be. I think you called it. It's going to be like maybe 1/6 or something, right? With maybe guts 1/6, but this character will be huge around him, and I can't wait to see what this looks like. And I know the Prime 1 event will probably be going into the spring or summer, and we'll be able to see a little bit more of what this piece brings to the table. But
I hope so, man.
Yeah, I mean, do you recall this from the manga?
Yep.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. This is the basically in the same part of the story where Guts gets the Berserker armor in the first place.
Okay.
And yeah, he starts fighting Grunbeld in his normal form, and he starts kicking his ass, and then so Grunbeld changes into his apostle form, and it's pretty amazing, man. Yeah, and the artwork for this is just incredible.
Yeah, it's really good.
I feel like this will be even smaller. This might even be like a 1/10, or maybe they'll just do like a non-scale. I could see Guts maybe being like 6 inches tall. So yeah, maybe like a 1/10, and then it depends on how much. Just the overall size of this thing if they want to keep it contained, or they want to make it crazy wide, crazy deep. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I think I'm definitely going to get this. I just think it's a piece that I never would have expected anyone to make. So I think it's amazing. So and I know the paint job on that dragon apostle form is going to be nuts. Going to be totally nuts.
It'll just be another piece that everybody really wants from Berserk. And Prime 1 doesn't miss when it comes to this line. I swear this is a great job on it. Lane, I'll tell you this. I don't know, but what's the best way to put this? I've heard rumblings that it'll be around springtime, early summer. So the next Prime 1 event is going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome because they all are. We'll have the watch party just like we always do. So this is going to be great. So, Mr. Kiefer, I have strong suspicions that when you see this, you're going to really want it.
I don't know. I might have to put a 4x8 foot sheet of plywood over my bathtub, and that's where it's going to go.
There we go.
I think we talked about that on the phone the other day.
I never use the bathtub anyway. Might as well use it, put it to use.
Yeah, I've seen collectors do that, and I laugh so hard at it when they do it, whatever. But it would make more sense to me, like if you're going to put it there, pull out the tub, pull everything out of it, make it a room, and then put it there. That's what I would do. But I've literally seen statues in the shower. I have.
Yeah.
And I just laugh so hard at it. Like, man,
it's something.
you know you're out of room when you put them in there. So
it is something.
No, I'm really anxious to see this one.
yeah.
Depending on the size, I don't know if they do another huge piece like Apostle Zod. I don't know. It's just going to be enormous.
Yes, this is going to be big. You can see guts here, then you can see like this big dragon here. I can't wait to see more from Prime One. Marcos, I know you're getting your first J&D piece this year.
Don't say it.
And I know you're a huge fan now. You're a fanboy. Marcos sent me a selfie the other day. He had a J&D shirt on.
I
He
knew
was like, I was like, man, Marcos, check you out. But
do they have merch? I might buy it, honestly.
I don't know. Hilarious.
Every show I'll wear it. So for me,
Marcus, are you familiar with the anime? Not anime, but this part of the anime.
Well, I'm rereading it now. I've read this part. Obviously, it's not the spoiler actually, but I'm caught up all the way. I've been caught up for the past 5 years on where the manga has stopped at. So I've read every what does it know? Every 1 to 3 to 4 months, maybe a chapter comes out.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get off that vision. So this piece, I think it's gonna be reminiscent to the Gandalf versus Balrog piece they do. So it's gonna be a big piece, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as people think it's gonna be. Because if you did this scale in a very big scale, it just wouldn't make sense. It would be too big, So I think, and how they have it, like how Guts is right there. I think, like I said, it's gonna be the like how Gandalf is versus Balrog in that One Piece Prime One did. Yeah. I think it's gonna be probably the exact same, just Berserk, which is gonna be a great piece because that Balrog versus Gandalf is a great piece. It's just the Gandalf is kind of like, I think they said 1/10 Gandalf in that piece, and then like the Balrog's non-scale. So I think that's what they're gonna do with this piece because this scene, like, he's ginormous. Like, it's just too big of a character to do. And yeah, like Noah said, it's like right when he gets the Berserker armor. This is a good arc too. But yeah, like right now when I'm rereading, I'm at where am I at? So Guts just got to where he just met Mosgo. How do you say his name? Yeah, so
cool.
He's right there. Yeah, that's
a
good arc. I like
that whole chapter's crazy.
Yeah, the conviction arc, it's awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what Prime One does with this piece. Also, I want to remind everyone that tomorrow Marcos will be doing the unboxing of Man Bat, fan art piece that it's probably the best representation of this character. When I first saw it, my mouth hit the floor. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this lit up in Marcos's man cave and unboxed tomorrow. Tune in for that. Tune in for a special guest next week. We'll make more announcements throughout the week as we go. You'll see it. We are on the urge of 4,500 subscribers, which just blows my mind. I want to thank the 105 subscribers we have this week. I really appreciate that. Join us tomorrow as we will do the live unboxing of Man Bat, and then also for Sunday Hangout as we become more godlike. I'll see you then. Okay, bye-bye.